Hi everybody, welcome back to another Fireside Chat. I am so excited because this Fireside Chat, I have 5 of my most favorite people in the Western world with me because we're going to talk about Spirit Week and Catholic School Week. You know, at St. Anthony's, there is never ever alone. We put everything together. It's like a big sandwich, like a big Oreo, big beautiful sandwich. We have Spirit Week and Catholic School Week going on at the same time. So it's going to be kind of bedlam here next week. And I'm so excited about it. Well, I've invited some of my friends here from our lovely school. And Sophia is here today with us, Sophia Calabrese. She's a senior. And I really want her to tell the freshmen and some of the sophomores that are sitting with us, why is Spirit Week so special for you? What's so special about it?
Spirit Week is super special because we finally get a chance to get out of these uniforms, and we have different themes each day. So on Monday we have Color Wars, and there's a bunch of different colors that we're going to wear. So freshmen, like you, are going to wear purple, sophomores are going to wear green, juniors are going to wear red, and then seniors like myself are going to wear blue so we can tell each other apart, because we do wear separate uniforms, but it all depends. And then it all leads up to Friday, which is pep rally, and pep rally is really exciting because it's my last time walking out with the track team, so it's going to be really emotional, but I'm ready for it.
And you're very proud of that track team. You know, when I walk after school, I see you there all the time with the pole vaulters. Those kids work so hard, don't they, Sophia?
Of course.
And I'm just so impressed. Now, you know, Aiden, you're on the student council. What is so special about the pep rally for you being on the student council?
So, like, the smallest freshman usually rides, like, a horse, which is, like, 2 sophomores in a horse costume. And they, like, go around the gym at pep rally and everybody cheers for them. And that's what I did last year. So what's special for me this year is I get to pass on that tradition and, like, see another freshman on that horse and, like, walk by them. It's really fun.
And, you know, 20 years from now, you can tell your son, I was that freshman on the horse. It's just wonderful. It's a special day. And that, I bet you're all hoping that this pep rally will be very similar to the last pep rally where you all had this great opportunity. But we won't talk about that just yet. Spirit Week is wonderful here at the high school. I'm just so pleased to see all the preparations. But if that's not enough, now we're going to add Catholic School Week with it. And I happen to personally love the theme for this year's Catholic School Week. It's Lead, Learn, Serve, Succeed. Well, being in a Catholic school, for me as a child, I went to Epiphany School and had the Sisters of Charity. They were all my role models. I loved those women, so much so that I knew I wanted to be a Catholic school teacher and a religious brother, because I couldn't become a nun. That was a whole other story. But I wanted to be a religious brother because they were teachers just like the sisters. They were all my favorites. So I want you to hear some answers from these lovely people. Hey, Caleb, tell me about your grade school and who was your favorite teacher in grade school?
Well, I attended Trinity Regional School. And over the years, my most favorite teacher must be Mrs. Renz. She taught me 7th and 8th grade English, which was like my favorite subject, so that had a big impact on me. And she's just such a kind person, and she like guided me over the years to like make me the person I am today. So I'm very thankful to her. And here at St. Anthony's, my most favorite teacher must be Brother Joshua, because he shows me like leadership, and he's a perfect example of like who I want to be like in the next few years, which is a kind person who's going to like lead people. And yeah.
Great. What about you, Juan?
I'm from Our Lady of Providence, but there's many great teachers over there, but one specifically was Miss Ryan. She's seen me grow up. She taught me in 1st grade and 7th and 8th grade, and she's always just disciplined me. She's always been there for me, and I would always remember her for what she was to me. Great teacher.
What about here?
Brother Michael.
How come?
Always talk to him. He's a great guy, and he's always there for me too.
How about you, Aiden?
So I also attended Trinity Regional School like Kayla, and my favorite teacher would have to be Mrs. Jonke. She taught me English in 5th and 6th grade and social studies in 7th and 8th grade, and she was like a really great teacher. I always looked forward to her class every day. I felt comfortable around her, and I really feel like I learned a lot. And then now my favorite teacher would have to be Mr. Davino. He's my drawing and painting honors teacher, and he's just a very fun teacher. He always makes me laugh in class. and he also has like taught me a lot about art, and he's helped me develop my art skills. So he's always been like there for me also.
And I've seen your artwork. It's super.
Thank you.
What about you, Jack?
I come from St. Patrick's School in Smithtown, and my favorite teacher there was probably Miss Apadula. She taught social studies for me in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. She was a really big influence on my life. She taught our class and me discipline and many things that can prepare us for life. She made global and history my favorite subject because the way that she taught just really made it very interesting, and it really made a big influence on my life.
Anybody here?
It's a really hard decision to say that, but it would most likely be Brother Richard. He's a very nice and comfortable man. I really got to know him this year. He teaches Theology 9 Honors, and it's because of his class that God is so close to me in life, and he does a really good job at teaching.
Well, I saved you for the last but not least. Sophia.
So I attended St. William the Abbot in Seaford, and my favorite teacher when I went there was Miss Gibbons. She was my 7th and 8th grade English teacher. She was the first teacher that taught me how to write debate and persuasive essays, and I think that led me on the track I'm going on to want to go into law later in life. And she was also my tutor for the Catholic high school entrance exam, so I think without her I wouldn't even be here today, which is really interesting.
I have to thank Miss Gibbons. I have to really thank Miss Gibbons because you're the best.
Thank you. And then here at St. Anthony's, I'd have to say the most inspiring teacher for me has been Miss Seawagon. She was my English teacher last year and this year for 11 honors and now modern drama. And she is just, the passion that she has for what she teaches is just so obvious, and it shows in all of her students and how their grades are and how amazing she is.
Excellent, excellent. So that's our leaders. Well, now the next part of our Catholic School Week theme is learn. What have you learned by being a student in a Catholic school all so many years? Kayla?
Being in Catholic school over the years for so long, I've probably mostly learned that I can always depend on God when I need to. And like life gets so stressful as you grow up, especially now in high school and with college coming around the corner. So it's really good that I like can pray to God and I can like do it here, and I can always just lean on him when I need.
I've learned that Catholic school allows me to practice my faith, and it's definitely strengthened my faith with God, and it's allowed me to pray, to ask for guidance, but it's also disciplined me. Catholic school has disciplined me a lot, shown me respect, how to treat others, and how to serve.
You know, and I see that discipline when I walk in the track. You are out there with that freshman track team running, and you go over and over again. That practices lots of discipline, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of running.
Coming from a Catholic school, it really means a lot. God was a big part in my life. You know, it's great to come to school and know that I can pray, and I can always go during a free period to the chapel and just say a quick prayer to God. You know, God is a big influence in our life, and it's a really good thing to know that every day we say a prayer in every single one of our classes at the beginning, and we say a prayer at the same time every day. And you know, to have your faith strengthened by just one class period in school, it's a really big honor.
Well, the third pillar is serve. I know you all do so much service, but can you share some of that for me, Kayla?
So pretty much one of the clubs I do is called Care, and it's when you go to this nursing home in West Islip, I believe, and we go play bingo with the elderly, and it's really fun because I get to like connect with like older people and really like be an impact on their lives, especially because they don't get visited that much. So
You touch people's lives that way.
Yes.
How about you?
Well, I'm in student council, and usually we have after-school activities where we do soup kitchen, we help out in the kitchen, and we do things for the less fortunate, and it's really nice for that. It's really nice to know that I'm giving back to people who need it.
I'm also in student council, and since I've joined, my service has like skyrocketed. I've gotten to do so many things with the school, like set up for dress down day, set up for other events like pep rally, and like do the soup kitchen and make food. I also tutor people as part of Math Honor Society, and I also do St. Anthony Supers. It's a club where we make pillows for people in hospitals with like superhero themes, and that like gives them strength and inspires them to get through their sickness.
I know you do lots of service.
Yes, I've been in altar service since 5th grade at St. Patrick's in Smithtown. It's really impacted my life because when you think about it, you're not just serving the priest, you're serving God on the altar. I'm also a Boy Scout, and I'm on my way to Eagle Scout. And we've done many service projects, including starting my Eagle project, which is where we choose a project we can do to help out the community. And I'm also in Friar Faithful, and it was really nice at the open house to give advice and help to the incoming freshmen and to the incoming class of 2024.
So at St. Anthony's, I'm in Friar Faithful, and I absolutely love giving tours to prospective families. Even just yesterday, a girl was on the fence about wanting to come to St. Anthony's, but I think I convinced her to come here. And then ever since I was a young kid, my grandpa and I have volunteered at Our Lady of Consolation in West Islip, and we push wheelchairs to Mass every Sunday, which is really awesome.
You know, this is the beautiful thing about being in a Catholic school, that we take what we've learned and we put it into action. You know, our faith is now put into action. The last one is the easiest one. It's succeed. All of you are so successful. But I want to really hone in on you, Sophia. Sophia, in a few short months, you're going to be leaving St. Anthony's. What's the future like for Sophia Calabrese?
Well, I'm going to Binghamton University, and I'm going to for the pre-law track as a political science major, and I'm really excited because I'm really into politics, and I really want to make a change in this world.
And you know, Sophia, the first day I met you, I knew you would tell me how you feel about any situation in the world. So you will be a dynamic lawyer. But more importantly, you will be a moral lawyer. Because from the first day I met you, you know your priorities. You put everything in order, like so many of you. So she's our role model. She's the leader that we can learn from, that we can serve, and that we all can be successful. The week ahead is going to be exhausting, but so worthwhile. I just want to thank everybody out there. If you've ever attended a Catholic school, if you support a Catholic school, if you believe in quality Catholic education, it's right here at St. Anthony's every day. Here's 5 great examples. And you know what? I could bring in the other 2,395 students who would probably say very similar answers. Catholic schools are alive and well because we lead, we learn, we serve, and we succeed.